once again with the ill behavior. Can you feel it? Feel it? Nothing to save it. Back once again with the ill behavior. Can you feel it? Feel it? Nothing to save it. Back once again with the ill behavior. Can you feel it? Feel it? Nothing to save it. Back once again with the ill behavior. Can you feel it? Feel it?
So we're here with Lauri Laukkenen, that's correct, isn't it? Yeah, excellent. Now, I first came across Lauri through SLR Lounge, where you're an editor, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's way more strings to his bow. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Lauri.
Yeah, I'm a commercial photographer. Do a lot of stuff in the music industry, Warner Music, Universal Music. And now, during the last 6 months, I've been venturing into the music video stuff as well. So I've been directing, producing, and now also shooting music videos myself. And yeah, but still a photographer mainly, and then doing video on the side.
So you went from shooting stills for the music industry,
Yeah.
and then now you've gone to video.
Yeah, and especially in the music industry, the industry likes having photographers who do video because it's much more easier for them to get the same package from one guy. So that's something that's why I've kind of ventured into it. It's a business decision, but I also love it, so it's pretty cool.
I bet there are videographers out there that don't love it though, right? Or are they getting asked to do stills as well?
Yeah, well, usually that's what they're getting asked for nowadays. So the music industry is looking for people who can do both. So
very cool. And so we were talking to Rebecca Litchfield earlier, and she sort of said, I studied fashion photography and then I became a fashion photographer, and that was like belying the fact that I asked her, there are thousands of people who graduate from photography and a tiny sliver of them become photographers. Now, did you study photography?
No, just self-taught. Bought actually my first camera in 2012, January. Got interested in it, left my dream of becoming an investment banker, and dropped out of university and suddenly got into this photography thing. And the same year I started photography, I won the Photographer of the Year award from an international organization. And at that point, I was kind of, maybe I should get into it, and started, and that's where I am now.
So you probably don't know, but I started out as an investment banker, but always loved photography. So I then gave it up. So you actually, of course, might do the other way. You might be a photographer and then go, I want to.
Yeah, but for me, kind of, because I had the interest for business and marketing, then I fell in love with photography. I've kind of been able to combine these two things and get to do pretty cool things pretty fast, because that's kind of the thing. Not all photographers are good businessmen. I think I'm a businessman first, and my business is photography and media.
And that's really interesting, because one of the things I found amazing when I became a photographer, and I'm also self-taught, was the first thing I thought is I have to become a better photographer, right? So I took a few years becoming quite a good photographer, and then I waited for the phone to ring, and it didn't.
Yeah.
And I was noticing that people who were working weren't taking great photos.
Exactly.
And it was only when I got into it and really started to dial down that I went, they're really good marketing, they're really good at sales, right? So is that the thing that you'd say, really focus on that as much as you think your photography?
Yeah, well, you need to be able to produce good work in a way, but the level of quality in the professional industry is pretty similar. Or everyone can take a good photo. The difference comes in how do you market yourself, what your style is, and that's why I went into the creative portraiture, conceptual stuff, because that's something that Finland doesn't have yet that much. So I got an avenue and that I could use for my marketing, get into the music industry, and through the music industry I've gotten now other commercial jobs and stuff like that. So the marketing is vital. The photos are maybe as important, but marketing is really important.
Very cool. So where can we find you online?
My website, laurilaukkenen.com. Not sure if everyone can pronounce my name, but you can look it up from somewhere. And then, yeah, you can zoom in on Lauri Laukkenen. And then...
We can put that on the screen.
Yeah, true, somewhere here. And then Instagram, Lauri_Laukkenen, and Facebook, Lauri Laukkenen Photography. Yeah, I post a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I blog about my stuff and like that, so you can follow me.
Cool. So I will definitely, now that we've met, be checking out way more of your work. I've already seen some of it. It's just ridiculously amazing. But like you heard Lauri say, tons of behind the scenes, tons of description to give you a little insight into how your photography can kind of improve. I'm not sure I could ever quite get there, but there we go. I'm going to keep inventing, I think.
Yeah.
So cool. So let's jump into the ioShutter photo booth or maybe play some games.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool.
Yeah.
One last one to be really serious. 1, 2, 3.